here in the studio in the open market, as is Laura Colamoon. Did I say that correct?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, John.
Thank you for joining us. Okay, you've joined us here in the open market because you have news for us. What's new?
Okay, I'm a surreal artist and I'm on a new journey. I'm opening an art school for raging hippies. So it's a new concept where I would like to share with people my journey into spiritual art and how art helped me to overcome my mental health challenges. I've been on a journey for a very long time at the moment, and it's been interesting because I'm a multidisciplinary artist, so I practice painting, I practice martial art. I'm part of the Namyang Brighton Community Center that is, I would like to say hello to the team because they are my family and they've been really big part of my personal development. And at the moment I'm opening an art school where I wanted to explore with children and with people in general how to use art to prevent mental health crisis. Surreal art has always been about looking inwards, looking about what is the relationship between an image and a reality. And I really think we are living in a time where this question is becoming seriously important. We are losing a bit the touch, the sense of reality, and I just feel like, it's an opportunity for me to share my artistic skills, but also to open a space to learn from other people what is the journey inside themselves, what does it mean, the challenge we are all living. Hope it makes sense.
It does. So you're using art really as a therapeutic tool?
No, it's not really a therapeutic thing because I don't have the skills to be a therapist. And I don't want, I think if you have mental health, it's really important that you talk with therapists and that you go to the relational way. It's more about the Japanese koan. It's more about using art to answer those existential questions that we all have within ourselves. In a sense, it's kind of like people, when they think about spirituality, they always think about a religious practice. But in my vision, spirituality is just about understanding humanity in its totality. So from the mind, from the body, and from the environment. It's a space. A space is part of who we are. We are the creator of the environment. And sometimes we act compulsively because this is how life it is. I have a degree in set designing, directing and designing for theater. I studied and met in Brighton. And in my dissertation, I studied psychomagic. That is basically, so Alejandro Jodorowsky is a Chilean writer and playwright. And he developed, because he developed a method based on metaphor to basically shake the unconscious mind to overcome traumas. It's a way to break your ego. Something like we all battling with the ego. We all need an ego because, in Latin, ego means I, me. And we always need to change because who I am today is not the same person who I was 10 years ago, and is not going to be the same person in 10 years. So there are existential challenges that we all have to come through. And using a playful and metaphorical way to investigate our feeling, investigate what is reality for each of us. And it's not something that nobody can answer if not yourself. So for me, art is like a dream. It's exactly in the same way. Instead, when you dream, you do unconsciously because you fall asleep, you don't know what is going to happen. And when you make art, there are techniques that have been developed from surreal artists like automatic drawing, automatic writing, where basically the image, they come down by themselves and they became the answer on the paper. They became a dream on a paper. So the important things when you make art is not about the final result or the product, but is the process itself. So in my art school, I wanted to create a space to let the people to explore their own process, their own creative process. Not for, if you are an artist and you do as a career, is a blessing, absolutely. We know how difficult it is for all of us. But I do believe that art is need it. It's a physiological need for each of us. In fact, we all love to go for a gig, for dancing, theater, whatever it is. You know, most of our life is made of art, even if we don't know. We are all going into an artistic process. So I just wanted to create a new concept, a new way of living art.
So how can people, if they're interested and their curiosity is being piqued by this conversation, where can they find out more and how can they get in touch with you?
Okay, they can visit my website, thefunsideofthemoon.co.uk.
The fun side of the moon?
Yeah, thefunsideofthemoon.co.uk, and all the information they are there. At the moment I'm running a class at the SIP in Lewis, and it's a class for children from ages 7 to 12 years old. And I'm working on creating workshop for adults, and I wanted to do a bit more in Brighton because my community is here in Brighton and it's a bit more easy. And I'm just talking with different spaces now to arrange event and see how I can I can make this happen.
So once again, for people who want to grab something to write that down or make a note, the fun side of the moon. Laura will be there to kind of help you on your journey using art to explore, and surreal art to explore kind of the mental health benefits and also the kind of just the journey of self-awareness.
Yeah, just to have fun. You know, at the end of the day, we don't have to make God so serious. We can have fun.
Have fun on the fun side of the moon. But for now, Laura, thank you very much for joining us on the
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening. Stay tuned.